camera shy.
What were you saying?
I feel like we could talk about like individually how we feel like.
So how are you building a legacy? What are you doing specifically?
So first and foremost, I'm the first person to go to college in my family, like ever. So first generation, and I'm also going into the Navy, and there's not a lot of Black females in the Navy either. I'm also going in as a nuclear engineer. You don't find a lot of Black females on a submarine or doing mathematics or all kind of engineering stuff. You don't find most Black females doing that. So I feel like doing that, I'm paving a way for other Black females to want to do that and want to strive to be best.
That's cool.
That's nice. What about you? What's your, what are you striving for?
I think for me, it's like I want to be comfortable like in what I'm doing, and I feel like growing up and just like in my family, like a lot of people are scared to like my family are scared to like step out of the box, or scared to go to college in another state, or scared to move away from home, do something that the rest of us haven't done. So I'm like the first person in my family to not go to college in Texas, like ever. And so like I feel like being here, I tell them like they're like, oh, like what do you want to do? And I'm like, media. And they're like, what? Like no one really thinks like you're gonna major in media, you're gonna major in public relations. But specifically I chose public relations because I feel like that's just something that is image is really important to me, and so I want to be able to like help people like create their image and also like maintain their image, maintain a good image. And I feel like in that field, like it's not a lot of Black women you see, like especially I want to work specifically in the sports field. There's not a lot of Black women working in the sports field at all. So like for me, I want like kids to see me. I want for like Black girls to see me and be like, yo, she can be on sports, she can hang with the guys, she can talk about this, she knows what she's doing. So that's like why I want to do what I do.
It's also even more impactful that you are doing that because you're going in a male dominant area, and you bring in like your Black excellence, you being a Black female into that area, embracing it to other females as well.
Two like big factors, being Black and being a female. You don't see that often.
And the best thing about a legacy is that even after you die, like everything you do still stays. So you kind of live forever and inspire all those young Black women.
And like especially with all of us, because we are in the media industry, a lot of media, digital media is gonna be around. We can that picture, but it ain't gonna be. Exactly. Like we might film a video, and that video gonna be still circulating years later. So I think that's important for us to like make that mark.
Definitely in a positive way too. There's so many negative things about Black women. Black people in general. Like you got Love and Hip Hop.
I was about to say, you can look at the reality shows and they feel like that's how we all act. Yeah.
Do y'all watch Love and Hip Hop?
No, for that reason.
I don't support.
For that reason, I don't.
But it makes us look bad. So
it does.
You doing that?
So if they think they building a legacy, shit. We got y'all. We will pave that way for them, definitely.
That's what's sad. What's your legacy?
So my mom was actually the first female to come to college along with her sister. So I just see all these women just like making a legacy, and it's kind of intimidating. I don't know, like when you just see like such great women,
set
like,
the bar.
Like, instead of intimidating, you gotta make that motivating.
Right. Like, what can I do?
So that's why I transferred to Clark, because my mom came here, and
your mom went to Clark?
Yeah, she went to Clark, and so did my aunt. And
cool.
But what I want to do, I want to like write a book. I want to like start a TV show. I want to do all these things. I don't know. There's so many things I want to do.
Same here.
I want to do it.
Let's do it.
I want to do like a TV show. Have you guys ever watched A Different World? I want to do a TV show that's kind of like that, like involving like college kids. But I want it to be like wholesome. I feel like so many shows nowadays to draw people's attention, and especially like young people like us, they have so much sex and stuff like that. I literally want my show to be so deep, but I don't want any of that in it. Like,
that's true. That's true.
But I wanted to like touch on like relatable topics, So I feel like I'm in the field for that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's cool. What do you want to do?
So I'm mass media arts major with a concentration in film, y'all. So I want to write and produce documentaries, and eventually I'm gonna have my own production company, and then buy out BET because BET is owned by a white man.
Please,
That's the problem.
Please do
That's
it.
the problem.
Do it.
So I'm buying out BET, and then I also, because I'm from the Bay Area, Oakland and Berkeley and all that's getting gentrified, I want to buy out all those properties, rebuild Black Wall Street. I'm about to.
Okay,
yes.
yes.
So yes, that's a legacy I want to leave because it's like. Black people's buying power is about like $1.2 trillion, I believe, and the fact that we literally make up like 3% of the economy is a problem. So,
do you like history?
I do. I'm really into it. That's why I like
documentaries and all that. I'd be.
I'd be like, what happened? I'd be like, that's the truth. Like, I'd be in it. Yeah. So documentaries, all that. That's me.
If it's about like serial killers and stuff.
Anything. Anything
so
Black people
series.
That's so interesting.
Okay, besides watching documentaries, what do you be doing?
Honestly, I just changed my major to mass media arts, so I'm really kind of in the air with everything. But I definitely want to make a change, being a Black woman in the industry. But I'm not really sure yet. But I definitely want to make a difference, a positive impact.
Hopefully, like with us talking and like having this discussion and us talking about like the different things that we're doing, it can kind of like help you know. And,
I think it will.
The simple fact that we could even sit down and have a conversation like this is already starting somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
So you don't find most females that sit down and have a conversation about what do you want to do with your Black self to build something for people.
Exactly. So. Yeah. And definitely making a positive change to the Black TV. Because, like I said, loving hip hop.
Girl.
Yeah.
I don't want that to be like
that just
an image that they
show
us,
more
like,
people just to talk.
They just kill me, man. They kill me.
So I have a question. So like, if y'all could write like one article that would be like aired on every like news station, like what would it be about?
Mine would be, I got you, about whether are you Black first or a professional first, because as you can see, sometimes there's Black people in our industry who kind of switch up on us. Like, 1 minute they Black, and then all of a sudden they cut that check, or I'm not Black no more. So then comes that question, like, are you Black first at all times, or when do you see
Who do y'all feel like has like the most like greatest like legacy in the entertainment industry right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
That's hard.
Entertainment, like media, whether that's news, music.
It's gotta be Beyonce.
Yeah.
It has to be Beyonce.
At this point, the Carters are royalty.
Yeah.
At this point, like, there's no, I mean.
I'm pretty sure
So,
everyone looks
so
up to
outside of the music industry, Beyonce, who else?
Yeah, obviously Oprah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it.
Oprah.
Oprah.
What about like?
Mine would be Michelle Obama.
I was about to say we're talking about Black
I think
people
her
and
legacy
legacies.
is like,
Let's talk about the Obamas. Period.
Her legacy is like out of this world.
I can't wait to start seeing them in history books. Like, I'm ready for the new history books to be printed.
She's amazing.
Obama. I almost want to go back to school.
That's a epitome of like a queen. Like,
no, she's an amazing person. Like, you can just tell, she's so genuine too. Like, this is not fake.
Yeah, her legacy.
So
passed down to her daughters.
Yes.
Do y'all feel like, okay, so overseas, do y'all feel like there's potential for like, never mind, I don't want to bring this up. Wait, no, bring it up. I feel like, okay, so let's talk about, we're talking about legacies. So the queen, like Meghan Markle.
Oh, okay.
So do y'all feel like it's potential for like Blackness to like really enter that world? Because she's like the first person to ever like marry into that family to have any Black in her. So do y'all think like in the future there may be like
a whole 360 like Black running in?
Not that like the whole you know like royalty will become Black, but I feel like like Harry really just like, wow, you're dating a half Black woman. So now I feel like maybe going into the future, like the kids they'll think like, oh, it's okay. It's okay for a Black woman to become royal over here.
I definitely think it's going to be a big change in that. Yeah, because
like that was really big to me.
No, it's a big deal.
I was like,
you're not really
Black.
used to that, right?
It's like she's over there with them, and I was like,
right.
I wonder if we're gonna see that more, like eventually see like Black kids.
No, we definitely will.
Have you guys seen her in the media?
She's pregnant right now.
Yeah,
so
she's pregnant right now, but like
maybe.
Like, you know,
yeah, like I was.
We all remember, even though she's not black, but we all remember Princess Diana, like, you know how kind of like she made like a like you know how she kind of left her mark after she died. So I wonder if Megan, like, what's she gonna do? You know what I mean? Because she's black, so that already made an impact.
Yeah.
You think she's gonna, I don't know, like come to the community, speak out against race, like, you know, become more a public figure? Or do you think she's just?
I don't think she's gonna speak out about
No.
And especially if she hasn't done it before, she's not gonna start now.
I don't think so.
And nothing
It
against
would
her,
be
like more
nice.
power to
Yeah,
her.
it would
But
be
I'm just saying I
nice,
don't see her
but-
doing that.
I don't feel like that's her.
Well, at least she's in that spot.
So with her being a black woman, a half black woman, biracial, and being a part of royalty, do y'all think that those communities feel like that legacy is like tarnished? You know, because there are racist people that
Yeah,
can be
they were
like,
saying racist stuff.
wow.
Yeah.
Like,
Like people at the wedding was like this.
Like,
Yeah.
they mess everything up. You know, like, wow, legacy is so good.
I think it's good on his part too that he didn't care.
Really?
Yeah, like you know what I mean. He didn't care.
I knew Harry wanted some sisters.
Yeah.
We
So
knew
like,
it.
Harry was different.
He didn't care though. Like he didn't care what everyone else said. So I thought that was cool. It was dope.
But it's like, I mean, I just goes to raise the question. I mean, I know you don't care, but what about the people that do? Like, what about us that do? You know, care about like, oh yeah, she's a black female, and people are making racist comments for her, but we're not racist comments about her, but we're not doing like they're not doing anything about it. What about the black community that do, you know, care about them, but they're not reciprocating that?
Like I said, I just feel like any topics that they haven't spoke out about before, I don't think they're gonna start now, just because
You gotta be strong-minded in that position. I feel like
And
you
like
can't
the whole
ignore everything.
they're gonna tiptoe about things. They're not gonna touch on certain controversial topics
Exactly.
for
They're probably not
obvious
gonna speak
reasons.
out
So.
on things like
And that's such a huge hurdle to end racism. Like that's
Yeah.
like
That's
mind
big.
blowing.
Yeah,
Like
But I
like
mean,
that's
like,
crazy. That means
I mean,
everyone's biases gotta
and I
go.
mean, I
Everybody's
understand
prejudice.
that, but like these are people that's producing black children. You know, like what about your children? I mean, Beyonce used her specialty to her advantage. Like, you know, like a lot of people talked about Blue Ivy when she was first born, and like how her hair was nappy and stuff. And you know, and she used her specialty to impact it in a different way. You know, and I just feel like they should at least do that some type of way.
Some people, everyone kind of doesn't use it in the same way, in the right way. Like some people, just because they have a voice, they don't use it.
That would be a great article though, to like interview Meghan Markle, talk about racism, like what's her experience living there with Harry. I mean, she probably still.
She experiences racism.
I think she still does.
Oh,
definitely.
of course.
Yeah, definitely.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I mean, I guess that's a good case for us to visualize these things and, you know, take those things in to helping us start somewhere to build our legacy for those who see the same thing that we see.
Because we gonna experience racism in our
all the time. We're probably
All
gonna
the
get hate
time.
mail and all that. Like,
Yeah.
There's gonna be time when
You
you're in an
gotta be
office full of
strong-minded.
middle-aged white men, and you the only sister and
Right.
female at the
Right,
same time. So it's
right.
like,
Right. That's true.
Definitely.
racism ain't new.
That was a really good topic. Like, I really feel like we should talk again. We should really do this again.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
even though it's like a project, we could, you know.
I enjoyed it.
Always.
Yeah.
Should
I
be a
learned a
real
lot.
How about little girl
podcast.
talk?
We can make a real podcast.
No, but it's homecoming weekend. I gotta go to the
Talk.
slow jams. You feel me?
Oh, I got a date.
Well, I got a date.